This has been my car for 4 years now, a Mercedes A180. But having driven more and more cars in the last year or so, I think it's time for a change. I need more power. So today, we're going car shopping. With Lewis from The Smallest Cog helping me pick my next purchase, we'll be driving some genuine petrolhead cars, and by the end of this video, we'll have a winner.
Right, we're doing your favourite thing today.
We're car shopping.
We're going shopping.
Yeah.
And then integrating cars into that, it is going to be the best day ever.
It's the dream.
It's going to be the best day ever. Obviously, in the best car ever, going in my car. And I'm not sure about you driving it, but I'm just going to let that bit slide.
You're hating every second of this.
Yeah, but it's okay. But
you look really uncomfortable.
I'm just going to take full responsibility for the cars that we're going to view. We're not just going to go and view all ordinary cars, are we?
Performance cars, baby.
Performance cars. We all love performance cars. Obviously, this is a performance car, but
yeah, but this has had a lot done to it.
It's had a lot done to it. It's a lot of the modification, which I guess has given you your inspiration.
Yeah, it has.
To the faster car.
I'll tell you for why, Lewis.
Go on then.
The sounds.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the sounds.
Yeah,
I like that.
It is
really fun.
Really cool sounds.
Obviously the speed.
Yeah.
But also like the handling and the, you know.
Very yellow and very loud and very quick. So everyone in the normal world hates it.
They absolutely
really
hate
hates it.
I've never had so many dirty looks in my life.
And then, now, go.
What do you mean go?
Go.
What, like
Go. Change up, map up. Keep going.
So scary.
Go.
I did think we were going to die for a minute then. No, it's cool. It's so cool, but I can't be messing around with that every day.
No, so what we can do then is we need to get you a happy hybrid between this and your Mercedes. Okay, Izzy Hammond car shopping, car number one. Audi S3.
Yeah.
What's your first impressions?
I would say it looks more sporty than my Merc.
It does. It's definitely got a sporty vibes. So this is the S3, so it's a step up from the A3.
Okay.
So this has got a bigger engine. It's got a 2-litre engine in this, 306 horsepower.
What was mine? 1.6?
Yours was 1.6 and it was about 145 horsepower. So this is a big jump for you, right? You'll feel it massively.
Am I going to be scared of it?
I don't think you'd be scared of it because difference to your A-Class, this has 4-wheel drive. So instead of your A-Class had front-wheel drive, this has got powertrain to all 4 wheels. So it will feel safe at, like, giving it some welly, you won't get very much wheel spin.
Quick but safe.
Quick but safe.
Okay, the exhaust I like.
What do you reckon? Should we get in and have a go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on in.
I drive with both hands on the wheel and real safe. Like.
Why don't you just drive how you would drive? Because again, this is a test drive of a car that you're going to be driving.
Then I'm palming this thing.
Yeah. Give me your first 3 impressions.
I feel like I can feel the road.
Yeah.
I do feel like there is more power underneath me than usual. That's what I really want as an upgrade to mine, because mine just has no
go.
If it will go, but it takes
you've got to be right around the rev range.
7 business days to get there.
So this does 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Ooh, got some power up here. Feel that?
Yeah, that does feel quicker.
Does feel a lot quicker, and that's only in comfort.
Yeah.
So how about we take it out of comfort?
Yeah, let's whack her in sport.
Bit of dynamic there.
Am I flapping? Am I
You
flapping
can
paddling?
do. There you go. Now you've gone down.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so this model has dynamic driving system. It's got dynamic steering, and it's also got a
engine sound. Oh yeah.
Now you say, oh yeah.
Why?
This is an audible engine sound.
What does that mean?
So it's actually piping sounds through the speakers. It's not real.
What?
It's fake sound.
You're joking?
No.
I didn't know that was allowed.
Yeah, it's fake.
It is actually really nice to drive.
It is quite quick.
It's quick and it's really comfortable.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's got that lane assist.
Why did it just make me go into a lorry?
It's got lane assist on.
Okay, I don't like that.
Okay.
So what I need this to be able to do is just sit on the motorway and not burn millions of pounds worth of fuel.
Now, see, now the gearbox has gone into efficiency mode. It's got E mode, so this will be your energy saving mode.
Okay.
But yeah, this will sit on the motorway around 40-45 miles a gallon.
That's really good.
It's really good, which is really good. This will
save me money.
That will save you a lot of money. So coming to the end of this test drive, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it. And if I'm being sensible, this is a really good car for me to have.
Yeah, power.
Yeah, it's definitely more than the Merc. I can feel
Obviously.
it. But I'm not scared of it.
Yeah.
Like it's not too much for me.
It's very different to my car power-wise, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Now, how about we go and test a BMW?
Going from my Mercedes A180 to any of these potential luxury cars is going to be a bit of a step up for me. So to keep me and my new car safe, the sponsor of today's video, 70mi, has sent me their new 4K Omni. 70mi says the 4K Omni redefines dash cams with 4K clarity and 360-degree rotation, delivering premium driving experience and an aspirational lifestyle. When you start your car, the Omni performs a 360-degree rotation to scan the surroundings, ensuring no blind spots in busy parking lots or quiet streets. While parked, AI Motion Detection 2.0 tracks and records suspicious movements, keeping you informed of any unusual activity in real time. And 70mi Lumi Vision technology ensures vivid, true colour night vision, setting a new standard for nighttime parking recording. Equipped with the Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 and 70mi Night Owl Vision, it offers exceptional clarity in backlit, low light and even near darkness conditions. So even when I'm midnight cruising with the DRIVETRIBE team, this thing has me covered. The Omni can shoot in 4K with 60 FPS, which gives sharper detail capture at higher speeds, perfect for whizzing about in a luxury car. And the AI motion detection offers faster and more accurate tracking. If you fancy one of these dash cams for your own luxury car, click the link in the description below.
So we're here.
Yeah.
Dick Lovett, BMW Bristol.
Yeah.
BMWs.
Yeah, I've got to say they are quite cool, aren't they?
I know I'm an advocate for BMWs, but just look at them.
That is stunning.
This example of BMW here is just BMW M3, right? It's a new G80, but just look at the styling and we said about the Audi's aggressive rear end. Look at this as a rear
aggressive.
end. That is just, you come up behind that, it's just like, oh, but
Okay.
these are the pinnacle of performance cars.
Shall I just leave you in here?
Well, no.
I'm going to go and drive some,
Yes.
and I'll just leave you here.
I'm going to come with you. Here it is.
240i.
M240i.
Wow.
Now, first impressions.
She's pretty.
It's a very bright colour, isn't it?
It is bright, and it does look quite cool.
So this is more powerful than the S3.
Okay.
So these are about 360 horsepower.
Whoa.
And
Wait, that's actually quite a lot of horsepower.
That's a lot of horsepower. So we've gone from
Ooh.
the 306 to 360. Do you want me to get a little bit nerdy on you right now?
Okay, but not too nerdy.
Okay, so if you look here at the grills,
Yeah.
see it's closed off.
Yeah.
Airflow, these open when you drive. So the grills will open.
Aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics, getting the air, the cleanest and the easiest airflow to the engine bay.
Wow.
Right? So these are open, and do you know what else they do?
What?
When you turn, the direction of the fins turn when you turn.
God, that's clever,
So that's
isn't
very
it?
clever. So it gets the maximum airflow it can do at any angle that you're pointing.
Wow. It is actually stunning.
So instead of talking about it, should we have a go?
Shall we?
Come on then. Car number 2.
Yeah.
Here we are. BMW M240i. First impressions inside.
Well, obviously I love it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It does feel a lot more luxurious than the Audi, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it really does.
So again, you've got your driver modes down here. You've got Eco Pro,
Right.
you've got Comfort, and then you've got Sport, and then Sport Plus.
Whoa!
So if I go into Sport now, you can hear,
Yeah,
gives you a lot more noise.
It's quite loud, isn't it?
Already more noise, more of a sportier feel. The dash goes red.
That is quite a jump.
Yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it? Listen to that sound. That's
Yeah, it does sound pretty good. Is this not going to cost me £1 million on fuel?
No, because you've got Eco Pro.
Eco Pro.
So if you sit Eco Pro, sit on the motor with Eco Pro, you'll be probably averaging around between 38, 40 miles per gallon, which isn't,
That's not
which
bad.
is good. But in this massive screen,
Right.
you've got something called the live data. You've got all these dials.
What is this
Now,
telling me?
You've got your newton meters, you've got your horsepower, and you've got your bar of boost. Now that is cool. Does that not just scream sportiness to you?
It does, yeah. I feel like that's a very you
there you
thing.
go, look.
I don't think that's going to be a screen that I'm on a lot.
That's awesome, though, isn't it? Do you want to give it some beats? Go on then. Oh,
Wow, that sounds great.
that is so good.
It's mega cool.
Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
Now, I have lined up a little bit of an extra treat to see if, just to really see your variations of cars, okay?
I'm scared.
I have lined you up a BMW M2. which is a level up from this, and there it is. How menacing does that look?
My God! Look at the wing on the back of it! Okay, let's have a look.
Look at this. How insane does this look?
That's very sporty.
This is the same 2 Series, they're all the exact same 2 Series, but this also is the M2, so this has same 3-litre straight 6 engine, but it's just, this is the S58. That was the B58.
You're so overexcited.
This has got the twin turbos, so this is fast. This is fast.
I'm really scared of it.
This one has every optional extra on it.
Okay, so this is like souped up.
So it doesn't come like this out the factory.
Okay.
Everything's been stuck on it. So it's got the bigger wheels. You've got the carbon package. Look at the carbon fins here.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
That is just, I know it looks like you're gonna trip on it, but this all aerodynamics. You've got the M Performance badges. Now, the most impressive thing
is the thing on the back.
Is this rear end. First, you've got the spoiler.
Oh my God, look at the exhaust.
So this is the optional extra exhaust. This has a titanium exhaust on it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm just gonna start it for you. Just listen to this, right?
Yeah, that is quite cool. Oh. That's actually really loud.
How good is that?
Yeah, that's quite cool. I don't know if I can drive that.
Well, let's find out then, shall we?
Okay.
Come on then, let's go.
I'm nervous.
So there's Isabella, car number 3.
Yeah.
BMW M2.
Yeah.
Now, first impressions.
I'm a little bit scared of it.
It's very intimidating, isn't it?
Yes.
So yeah, it's got a 3-litre engine, still straight 6, twin turbo though, but puts out a little bit more horsepower of 460, so about 100 horsepower more than that 240i.
That's
That's another step up again. So differences in this car to one, if you were to get one, obviously this is a manual, because the demonstrators is a manual, you'd have an automatic, and this does have this race seats, but how are you getting on with the race seats?
I don't want to talk about the race seats.
First impressions though of the agility of the car. Obviously we're not driven that far, but it's solid. You feel how much more solid it is.
Solid.
And that is in comfort mode for the suspension. And on the steering wheel, you've got 2 red buttons. M1, M2. Now M1 is set as everything's in efficient, so you've got efficiency, comfort, comfort, comfort. If you were to double tap the M2 button, oh, did you hear the exhaust?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Now everything's a little bit more stiffer, a little bit more powerful.
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
This feels more aggressive.
It is more aggressive. And you think about this firm ride.
Yeah.
And if you're driving it many, many miles, it's quite solid.
It is solid.
But it is very cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
It looks angry.
It does look very angry.
And I am quite an angry driver, so that kind of works. So cool. Sometimes you think...
look at the wing on that Audi.
Should I rev it?
Yeah, go on. You love it, look at him. He's revving back at you.
I love it when people do that. I know how to get an M2 just so I can do that. Oh my God, it does not want to do what I want it to do.
That was not a straight line.
No, it wasn't. Because it's a BMW and it wants to kill me. I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard, isn't it?
Genuinely, this is like the hardest decision ever.
So M2s are proper drivers' cars, right?
That's so nice.
They're made to be driven fast. So you just got to think logically and sensible. And
it's really difficult to think sensibly when you're driving it. Because in what world would you not get this? I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Over the next couple of weeks, I test drove some more cars and a completely new contender arose. We tried Audi, we tried BMW, but we never actually looked at Mercedes. Now, bearing in mind I loved my old A-Class for 4 years, we thought, what's the harm in looking at upgrading to an A35? This is the A35. I'd be lying if I said I didn't love it. That left me with a serious decision to make, and having sold my old Merc, I needed to make it quite quickly. I'm struggling with this decision.
Go on then, talk me through it.
Well, obviously I tried the Audi.
Yeah.
And I tried the various BMWs.
Yeah.
But then I went home and then I looked at my car.
Yeah.
And then I was a little bit sad.
What's your car?
A Mercedes, an A-Class. So then we've tried this bad boy.
Yeah.
which is essentially this is my car but better. And I've got to say that inside is much nicer than a BMW.
So they are luxury. Have you come to a decision?
No.
What's your decision between?
Okay, it's between this.
That is gorgeous.
And between this. Now, obviously one of the differences, I can't afford a brand new BMW M2 because I'm not made of money. So I would have to lease it versus the Mercedes,
which you actually
I would finance it.
So it actually end.
So
part of it will actually become yours.
Yeah, which means, most importantly, I can do stuff to this.
You can modify it.
Yeah. I do like the idea of a car that is completely unique. And if I get the new M2, but then the new M2...
It's a beautiful car out the box.
It's already beautiful. And to think practically, all I do is sit on the motorway.
Yeah.
I sit on the M4, I go back and forward. In the A35, I would be ultimate luxury. And then also maybe I aspire to the M2.
Yeah, save. So you made a decision, do you think?
I think I've made my decision.
It's hard, I mean, you keep flitting between the pages.
I know, I need to lock this down, otherwise I'm gonna change my mind again.
Should we do this? Should we make a phone call?
Okay, let's make a phone call. I mean, I've asked everyone in the office.
Yeah.
I've gone back and forward, but I think decision has been made. I wanna know what you guys think. Comment down below, which would you choose?